All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to you brothers that are laboring and pushing this word in truth and sincerity and with charity. I'm the brother Abraham from the camp here in GMS Chicago, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing to be edifying. And in this video, I want to go into what the King of Britain recently said, right? King Charles, um, in which he made in his speech recently that they will introduce digital IDs for the next parliament. All right, which the next parliament for Britain is in 2029. All right, so you're seeing the shift and transition from this current system into the image of the beast system. Okay, which in the image of the beast system, when we read in Revelation, the 13th chapter, is the New World Order, which in order to participate in society, you have to have a chip, right, that will track and monitor your every move, and you cannot buy or sell without it. Okay. So this is why we see the dollar losing its value, which is which is being done on purpose. All right, this is not something that is being done on accident. They're trying to move forward with their plans fast, right? The scriptures say that the devil shall come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, so they're trying to get this thing rolling. All right. So let's go ahead and listen to when he says digital IDs, right? So his speech is like 12 minutes long. All right, which he talks about everything, all these new legislative things that they're gonna introduce for the next parliament. All right.
My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services. Alongside strong public services and a strong economy, the highest standards of trust in public office are essential for the social contract and the United Kingdom's collective security. My government will introduce the Hillsborough Law to bring forward a duty of candor for public servants.
All right. So you heard him say that they're gonna introduce digital IDs, right, which will change how we interact in society, right? Which eventually the digital ID is not the or the digital ID is not the mark of the beast itself, but it will eventually lead to the microchip, right? Which is the mark of the beast. All right, so damn near every lesson we've been doing, it has been on this topic, and as it should be, because the scriptures tell us here in Revelations 19 and 10, it says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See, thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship God, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy." Right? And uh what camp out there is pushing prophecy like GMS? Nobody. Everybody else is going into Are the heathens gonna make it? The heathens could be saved. All right. The Gentiles is the Gentiles that we're been broke that down uh years ago. All right, and still continue to go into it because we have to defend the gospel, right? But it's been broken down a million times over. All right, all the scriptures have been broken down a million times over, and we're gonna continue to break them down the same way. Okay, but what we must certainly do is prophesy, say before it happens, right? What will happen, and that is World War III, which is already here, right? Which is not at the full extent and the height of World War III, all right, which will lead ultimately end with the destruction of the virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, that's where the main destruction will be. All right, but before that happens, right, uh, the system must be uh set. The new world order and the microchip must be rolled out mandatory worldwide, right? Because again, you go back to the ancient Babylonian Empire, they had a one world government as well, and that's what they want to do again, a one world government where pretty much one religion, one worship, all right, in which the whole world must be subject unto. All right, so let's get Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And as the Lord said in the book of Isaiah, right, as the rain cometh down from the heaven unto the earth, so shall my word, all right, prosper um into what I sent it out to do. So the prophecy is not going to fail. These scriptures are faithful and true. All right. So if people don't believe what we say, it doesn't matter to us. Your incredulity doesn't trouble us. For what if some did not believe? Does that make the word of the Most High without effect? God forbid, but let God be true and every man a liar. All right. Your opinion has no effect on our belief. Right. We have faith. You were not given the gift of faith. All right. So either way, our job is to prophesy of it. There's going to be more unbelievers than believers. If 2/3 of our people, if we know 2/3 of our people are not going to believe, what makes you think the other heathen nations are going to believe? All right. So let's grab Sirach 39 and 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies, right? What shall come to pass in the near future, which is only just a couple of prophecies left, which we see we're at the doors of these things being fulfilled. And if you cannot see that, then you simply have been blinded, all right? Or took the bag, took bribes, right? To deceive the people, which there's going to be more false prophets than real prophets. All right, and you could tell the real from the false prophets by the things that they speak, the things that they say. Okay. All right. So we're here. We're in that time, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and there, Lord willing, this video was edifying. As always, all honor, glory, and praises goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Until the next time, Shalom.